Well, I'm back in my yard after a couple of pretty difficult days. Yesterday I was doing a local move between Hamilton and what was supposed to be a Mississauga, Ontario, and we were hired by a rigging company, you know, like machinery movers. And the guy was just throwing skids on me, like the actual guy who owns the stuff. It's some old factory, you know. Basically half of it looks like it's ready for a scrapyard, but I guess he was told to leave the space that he was renting for storage, and he was just moving the stuff. And you know, I had one long big piece that, yeah, this you need a lowboy trailer for that, but then the other ones were just, you know, a bunch of skids, kind of like a flatbed load, you know, a step deck load. And you know, the guy doesn't understand, like, how do I tie it down, you know? So it took me a while to I spent whole day, and then finally, like 4 o'clock, I left Hamilton, and I come to the place near airport in Mississauga, and these machinery guys are there. There's actually the owner of the equipment is there, and there's some trouble with payment. You know, turns out he owes money to the machinery guys that's been doing this work for him for the past few days. So the riggers tell me, hey, no, we are not gonna unload here. We're gonna escort you to our yard in Concord. And so I just followed them to the yard, and then they unloaded me this morning in the yard. So, and then finally I lucked out with some big ugly piece of machinery that goes to Florida, you know. So it's getting chilly and ugly, and looks like it's gonna snow soon, you know, November. And I just went to a place in Caledon, basically west of Brampton, Ontario, and got this screening plant, McCloskey 5x16 screen, kind of like a big filtering machine. It has they put some basically some stuff in there and then it gets screened into different size pieces. Some bigger pieces go out from the front, right? Some smaller, medium size comes here, and then there's a smaller size goes on the other side, you know. Oh, and I lost my rubber here, mud flap. Was backing and didn't see that I was against the one of that heap of that bark they have. They make bark from trees and then they color it, you know. It's used in landscaping. And what the heck, you know, I didn't notice it. And I pushed against that bark, like a whole pile of it, and it just mud flap got caught under the tire. Well, I wanted to get rid of them anyway, but because they just cause all the spray, you know, fly up because the water hits this. So maybe I want to just put something in here on the end of my plastic fenders, you know. Anyway, so I got loaded with this. The guy just walked this on the trailer, showed me how to use it. It's a remote control, you know, with a, I mean, it's like a, yeah, remote, but with a wire. Hooks up over there in the back. And the weight is about 72,000 pounds. So I put, 8 chains? 8. 4 in the front, 4 over here. And then I still wasn't happy, so I decided to put 2 in the back there. And it's touching the fender here. There was no other way, you know, because it's just too low. And we have to bring it this way, otherwise I wouldn't be able to hook up my my truck, right? So we moved it this way. Look how close it is. Yeah, because I need the space to hook up to the trailer, right? So actually this was like over here, and then once I hooked up, we moved forward a little bit, because otherwise, see, my middle is that light. All right, so the whole machine is in the back, the tracks, because that thing sticks out over there, and you know, I gotta be careful when I turn, and then it's at the very end of the trail over there. So it's kind of like a tricky load, you know. Took a while to secure it because these D-rings are too close to the bottom, you know. So I had to do it like this, but this way I like it like this, you know. One chain pulls this way, one chain pulls this way, so you don't get confused, you know, because sometimes you put chains pointing too many chains pointing one way, and then the machine starts moving. So this way over here they kind of cancel each other, and I was acutely aware of the effect these chains can produce because they're pulling backwards, right? So now I have one extra pair of chains pulling backwards, but I have nothing compensating them because these are all just right. These are good, the front is good, but over here there's too many chains pulling backwards. But I did it on purpose, and I didn't tighten them all the way, right? I just don't want this thing to, you know, to move because it's still a lot of weight, and it just basically pushes it into the my trailer. So you see, it does help to have these load-bearing fenders. Okay, I'm gonna show you what it looks from the top. And I'm legal height, but I'm 9'6" wide, 9 feet 6 inches, and that's what it is. Yeah, so it's basically a bunch of conveyor belts, and then these, I don't know what all those balls are doing there. They have a bunch of what looks like golf balls, and those are screens, right? That's how they sort the garbage coming in from garbage getting out. And there you have it, a screening plant by McCloskey. That's my current mission: deliver this 71,000 pound machine safely to Florida. But because we just ordered the permits, you know, there's no way going to the border, so I stopped in Cambridge. We'll go grab some food, and I need to get cash for the border crossing to pay at the bridge. Oh yeah, it was very dirty, so I told them I couldn't pick it up like that because it would be refused at the border, and I said I don't want to go through a truck wash because, you know, it's oversized. And the guy had a fire hydrant over there, like their own, so he hooked up a hose like this, you know, like, I don't know, 3 inches wide, and the pressure was like unbelievable. He had trouble holding the hose, and he just used that fire hose and he cleaned everything. Like, the pressure was amazing. I don't know, he probably used like 10,000 gallons of water. And they asked me to take pictures. I took pictures before and after. I said, yeah, the machine is clean, ready to go. So that's what I'm doing now. This is my current mission. Thanks for watching.